Grace.
Oh, shit. What is this?
Ever since Resident Evil Requiem was announced, one question has taken over every fan space I visit. Where is Leon S. Kennedy? It is the first mainline game in years to return to Raccoon City, yet the character most defined by that tragedy is nowhere to be seen. And the interesting part is that Capcom has not said a single clear word about his status. So in this video, I want to look at what we actually know from canon, what the timeline tells us, and why fans are still asking this question. And before we jump in, make sure to like the video and subscribe for more deep dives just like this.
Chris? Leon? What are you doing here?
Leon's last confirmed timeline placement. To understand Leon's absence, we need to look at the last time he appeared in the canon timeline. His major final appearance happens during Resident Evil 6. After stopping large-scale bioterror attacks across Tall Oaks and Lanxiang, Leon continues working with the DSO. Later, in Resident Evil Vendetta and Resident Evil Death Island, we see him dealing with new viral threats. By the end of Death Island, Leon survives yet another intense mission, continuing his role as one of the United States' most skilled agents. After that point, the official timeline goes silent. Requiem takes place many years later, so Leon's status during this era is simply unknown. The game does not mention him, show him, or hint at what he is doing. Capcom's creative direction with Requiem. Something important that I think fans sometimes overlook is the creative choice behind Requiem. Capcom has said that Requiem focuses on a different kind of protagonist. Grace Ashcroft is an FBI analyst, not a fearless action hero. The developers also said they wanted someone more vulnerable to return the franchise to deeper horror. This tells us that Leon's absence might not be mysterious in story term. It could simply be a design choice to keep the focus on Grace and her personal fear and trauma. But even with this explanation, fans still wonder where Leon fits in the larger timeline, especially because Capcom has avoided confirming or denying cameos. What we know Leon would be doing. Without any Requiem clues, the best we can do is follow Leon's established path. For most of his career, Leon works under the US government. He is sent into classified missions that even his closest allies never hear about. It would be completely normal for Leon to be off the grid because of a mission we simply are not told about. This is the most canon-friendly explanation. He could be dealing with a threat unrelated to Requiem's setting. He might be deep undercover or deployed internationally. This is not confirmed, but it lines up perfectly with how Leon is usually treated in the series. Speculation. Is Leon being hidden by the government? Now here is where the theories begin, and I want to make it clear, these are only theories. Some fans believe Leon might be intentionally hidden by the government. In several past titles, Leon has been pulled into operations without warning. There have been times when he wasn't allowed to contact Claire, Chris, or even Ada. So if the government wanted to assign him to a Black Ops mission during Requiem's timeline, there would be no public record of it. This theory stays close to canon because Leon's life has always been controlled by people above him.
Ada! Elena, cover me!
Leon!
Speculation, emotional wear, and Leon's long-term trauma. Another theory is related to Leon's mental state. Through every game and film, Leon has been shown dealing with exhaustion, loss, and trauma. He has watched friends die, fought monsters that defy logic, and carried the responsibility of stopping disasters. Some fans think Leon might have stepped back from active duty or taken a break because of the emotional toll. This is not mentioned anywhere in Requiem's material, but it fits the direction of his character arc. Leon has been pushed to his limits more than once, so it is possible he is finally being given time away from field missions. Speculation. Could Leon be missing or captured. A darker theory is that something has already happened to Leon before Requiem begins. The franchise has shown secret facilities, underground experiments, and shadow groups capable of capturing even elite agents. Since Leon has made countless enemies over the years, from cults to bioterror groups, it would not be impossible for someone to go after him. But this idea is 100% speculation. Capcom has not shown anything to support it. Fans only bring it up because the franchise has used similar story twists in the past. Ada Wong and the mystery angle. Whenever Leon goes missing, fans immediately think of Ada Wong. Their connection has been complicated since Resident Evil 2, but for Requiem, there is no hint that Ada is involved. No symbol, no teaser, not even a mention. Still, some fans like to imagine that if Leon ever needed to vanish from the public eye, Ada might know where he is. This is not based on any Requiem information, but it is a theory rooted in their long-running relationship. Why Capcom might be saving Leon for later. One explanation that I personally find interesting is the idea that Capcom is saving Leon for a future reveal. Requiem is a major numbered title returning us to Raccoon City. Leaving out the franchise's most iconic survivor could be intentional. It builds curiosity, raises questions, and gives Capcom room to surprise players later. They have also denied recent fake leaks about Leon having an eye patch or being part of DLC. This means they are controlling information very tightly, so Leon might not appear now, but he could still be part of the story Capcom wants to tell in future chapters. Why Leon's absence feels so big. Leon is more than a character. He represents a huge piece of the franchise's identity. His survival of Raccoon City shaped him into a symbol of hope in a world filled with horror. So when a game revisits that city and leaves him out, players feel it immediately. His absence adds weight and mystery to the world of Requiem. Even if the story does not address him, fans naturally start filling the silence with theories. It shows how powerful Leon's presence is, even when he is not physically in the game.
Creation. They turn fast and without being bitten.
Marvelous verdict. Right now, the truth is simple. Resident Evil Requiem does not tell us where Leon is. Capcom has not confirmed any appearance, and no official detail explains his status during this era. Everything beyond that is speculation based on his past missions, his government ties, and his history with trauma and enemies. But here is what I believe. Leon is far too important to be forgotten. Capcom knows exactly what they are doing by keeping him off screen. Whether he is on a classified mission, recovering from years of battles, or being saved for a dramatic future reveal, his story is not over. When the truth finally drops, it is going to change the way we look at Requiem and the Resident Evil timeline as a whole.